Morning. Welcome to Backpack Blessing Ministry channel. So I just want to say, make sure that you find somebody to bless. We were created to bless and help one another. And I know that you've been through, I know that you've been used, but that's when you need to discern who to help and who not to help. Because we're not going to help everybody that crosses our path. That's just impossible. We can't help everybody that crosses our path. You have to know who to bless and who not to bless. But we're still helping people. And so today I am just encouraging you. I'm going to do a testimony of what happened from me starting to bless people and do this backpack ministry, giving out backpacks to people in need. So I think the second time I did the backpack ministry, where I blessed the man and the woman, I was about to go do an event, and I had to run to the store to get last minute things. And I just needed like 4 packs of batteries, and I needed some zip ties. And that's all I had in my hand. And so I got my stuff, went in line, and the woman in front of me, she had a whole cart full of items. I was going to be standing there for a while. But it didn't bother me because I wasn't in a rush. I didn't have anywhere to go. I was good to wait. And so when she saw that I had those few items in my hand, she said, "Oh man, I wish you would have went before me." And I said, "Oh no, you're fine. I'm not in a rush. I have patience. I'm okay. I'm good." And she said, "Okay." And so a minute later, she turns around and said, "What you got in your hand?" And I said, "I got some batteries and zip ties. That's all." And she said, "Give it to me." And I'm looking like, what? She said, "Give it to me." I said, "Okay." And she paid for it. She paid for it. And I was like, oh, wow. This is amazing, because I'm always helping people. And look at that. That quick. Somebody paid for my items. I didn't ask. I didn't, suggest. She just paid for my items, and she said, "You're free to go." The woman bagged my items, and I left the store. So what am I saying? It's more blessed to give than to receive. I'm going around giving. And it's just from starting the backpack ministry. It was not my idea to do this. Because like I told you, I'm really not in a situation to do what I'm doing. But I'm stepping out on faith. Sometimes you got to step out on faith, especially when God tell you to do something. You got to trust his judgment. He see things way before we see things, way ahead. And remember, I'm asking God, how can I get out of this rut? I feel stuck. What can I do? And he said, bless people. Our ways and our thoughts are not God's ways and thoughts. And who would think, how do I get out of this rut? Let me go help somebody. The first thing we think is get an extra job, get a loan, call somebody and borrow some money. That's what we normally think as a human, as a man, as a woman. We're thinking get an extra job. We're not thinking, oh man, let me go help somebody. So that's how you know this is God, because I've never thought of that. I know that wasn't my thinking, because I normally go work more hours. But God said, go find somebody to bless. And now that I'm talking about it, it brings back to my remembrance. I used to do this long time ago in my walk with God. I would just go through my house and look for something to give away. Look for somebody to bless. I used to do that. And I stopped. So always remember, when you see a homeless person, a person in need, someone on the corner asking for some change, asking for some money, it is not our job to judge their situation. Like I said, I had an accident and it put me in a situation of homelessness. Now, let me share something with you. I didn't have to be homeless. I could have stayed with my daughter, who had already had a family. I could have, my ex, of course, was throwing hints and I'll do this if you do this. I had choices, but I chose to do it God's way and suffer. And God told me to put my stuff in storage and go to a women's shelter. Well, I just thank God that my kids wasn't small. My kids were grown, and I was able to do that with the peace of mind, knowing that my children are well taken care of. It's just me. I'm going to be okay. And at first, it was nerve-wracking because I wasn't used to being by myself without my children. But eventually, I got over it, and as the Lord ministered to me, I was able to finish the plan. So always remember, our ways is not God's ways. Our thoughts are not God's thoughts. So when God tell you to do something that don't make sense, do it and see how blessed you are. So that's one of my testimonies since I've been doing the ministry. I have another one where I just told the lady, "Oh, I want one of those. How much is it?" And she said, she shook her head no, and she gave it to me. Now that was 2 days later at the event I was going to. She just gave it to me. And it's not like I didn't have the money. I'm like, how much is that? I want that. Here you go. So this law, this giving law, works for everybody. You see how we look at the rich and say, they don't even love God. How are they blessed all the time? You know why? Because they give. This law works for anyone. So, excuse me. If you're in a rut right now, you don't have no money, you're low on money, you're low on funds, you feel like you're in a tight situation, go bless somebody. Or if you walking somewhere and somebody come up to you, say and say, "Hey, do you have this?" Go out of your way to do it for them. Because God is still in the blessing business. Miracle signs and wonders follow those who believe. See, sometimes we think money is always the answer. I've always told people favor is better than money. Because you seen that I asked Lord, what am I going to do? I'm in this situation, and I was looking to hear, go get money. But he didn't do it that way. Somebody blessed me. And sometimes when people ask you what you need, stop telling people, "Oh, I'm good." Get out of pride and tell them what you need. That's your blessing right there. How many of us, raising my hand, have passed up a blessing from somebody asking you, "Do you need anything? What do you need? Can I help you with something?" And you tell them, "I'm good." Knowing you just prayed and asked God, "Lord, I need help with this bill." And you turned down the person that asked you because you're looking at the outward appearance. They may not even look like they have money. You may think they don't have what you need. So that's the magic question. Can I help you with something? Do you need something? What you need? So when you hear somebody come up to you and ask you this question, you have to answer, or you'll miss out on the opportunity. Now, it can come around again, but what if it don't? And you wonder why you're still in your rut. It's because you chose to tell that person, "Oh, I'm all right. I don't need none. I'm good, girl." You just prayed and asked God to help you with a bill. "Lord, I need gas money." Stop looking at outward appearance. God sends who he want to send. I don't know how many times I needed something and it came from somebody I didn't think that had it. So get out of looking at outward appearance. Listen to the voice of God. If somebody asking you what you need after you done prayed, you better tell them. Now, they may not can do the whole thing, but they can give you something towards it. So we got to learn how to accept blessings too. I went through a phase where I had to learn how to accept blessings too. For me, helping people, blessings is more give to than to receive, but you also reap what you sow too. And a lot of us forget that part. Oh, no. What if I told that lady, no, I got it. I'll pay for it. I got money. I would have missed my blessing. Now I can use that little extra money for something else. Even though it was just batteries and some zip ties, I could still use that money for something else. Why would I tell this woman that asked me to hand me my stuff, I'm going to pay for it? Why would I tell her, no, I'm good? Do you see what I'm saying? See, we got to learn how to receive blessings too. We got to stop being humble to where we're turning down our blessings. So I pray that this blesses you and help you. And I just wanted to encourage you and let you know that it's okay to receive blessings too. Don't get so stuck to where, don't be so spiritual you're no earthly good to where you can't receive your blessings too. Don't miss your blessings because you're trying to be humble. No, I just want to give. Don't miss your blessings trying to be just the giver. You get blessed as well. All right, you guys be blessed. Talk to you soon. Bye.